teraflopping, clocking all the gray lies. Full package, wanna be a Bond villain girl, hack the planet, get paid, break the world, take the system offline, traffic through the hard line, take aim, shoot, force hard, reboot, crash and burn it down, the best I've ever found. Rounding up the decimal to take away your frown, loading up the exploit, take a hit of this joint, heading off the snitches, take him out at gunpoint. Take him out at gunpoint. Heading off the snitches, take him out at gunpoint.
Alright, welcome. This is the ProductivePlace Newscast. This is episode number 1. I'm Kyle, your host. And yeah, let's get on to this. I'm going to go ahead and full screen this here real quick. This here is my whole Trello automated system. And before we get into it, let's check out our sponsors by the Organic Mushroom Coffee with Lion's Mane and Chaga mushrooms. They're beautiful mushrooms, by the way. Here, I'll let the ad explain.
I want to say thank you to our sponsor today, which is Sigmatic Organic Coffee with Lion's Mane and Chaga mushrooms. Now, this is not your typical instant coffee. It's a natural nootropic, which means it's really good for your brain. And they bring everyday magic to everybody all around. It's perfect for all diets, vegan and keto friendly, does not have a shroomy taste. It's better than a regular cup of joe, only 50 milligrams of caffeine for that focus, energy, and no crash. How about that? So let's go ahead and take a look at the Lion's Mane mushroom. It's a beautiful mushroom. It's a natural nootropic that helps support with focus, concentration, and productivity. It even helps with memory, and there's been studies linked to say that it helps people with Alzheimer's. That's pretty freaking awesome. This is, guys, you have to check this out. You have to go ahead and try this. Now, the next one is also the Chaga mushroom, the king of mushroom. Powerful antioxidant properties, helps support the immune system, fight inflammation, contains beta-glucans, helps the immune system, activating the complement system. It's pretty cool. Now, you can go ahead and look at the nutrition facts here. It's relatively super nice. Look at that. Healthy, vegan, organic. Heck yeah. And if you like this product, you want to go ahead and try it, please go ahead and click the description down below, or go ahead and scan that QR code. Do what you got to do. Go on Amazon, get this thing. You're not going to regret it, trust me. I personally have had this and I love it. It's one of my favorite coffees and nootropics to go with. Lion's Mane, hands down, awesome. They also have other ones, so go check it out. The Rishishi is, if I pronounce that right, it's great for sleep and relaxation. So yeah, check it out. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Go ahead, click that link, scan that QR code. What are you waiting for? Go for it. Do it. I'm gonna enjoy this nice little cup of Joe of mushrooms. Heck yeah. Mushrooms gonna save the world.
And we're back. So, I was mentioning this whole Trello system, right? Interesting, cool things about today. Well, I showed the team this whole automated system that I want to do for this newscast. I have this little controller here that basically will help show the cards on the presentation, as well as show the websites and everything. It's going to be nice. Also, you can see right now it's just, you and I, but, we could get into, let's say this could be Angel and Mr. E. This could be them. Or, the idea is that we present the topics and then we have a conversation about it, because it's going to be more than just your typical news, because we want to do also kind of check-ins, making an accountability tool. Just a kind of example here with this Trello. Just go ahead and hit the button and bam, personal thoughts to share. So let's just go over and check out what these personal thoughts I have. If it would load, because it's always going to be slow, right?
Alright, first off, I think this is a little bit of a concept video just to make sure that I'll be like, hey, does this work well? I think it does. Anywho, what I want to talk about is simply I quit my job way too early. I was working at a gas station. Pretty much all my life, I should be at a tech job, but I've never gotten a tech job just because, well, I've gotten one tech job, which was I was a front-end web developer at a real estate marketing company, but I ended up quitting it because I fell in love with automation in a programming language called Python. Automated my job, it got so boring, and I quit to start a Minecraft server. Yeah. Anywho, I learned a lot of lessons along my way. Is I can't work for other people because for some reason it's just hard. I know how to work for myself, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do now, right? Although it's a lot more work. So, anyways, earlier this year, I was working at a gas station and I quit my job too early because the government said, hey, look, we're going to need a stimulus check. And they said this around May. And then they're like, maybe around fall, we'll get to it. And then they're like, before the election. And then they're like, after the election. And now they're like, around the inauguration. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, government. Thank you. I'm so glad this is what we pay you to do. I'm so glad this is why we selected you to do that. Thank you. Thank you. So anyways, I quit my job too early because I could not tell other people how to live their life. I don't care where you stand on the whole mask mandate stuff. My thing is, I don't like to tell other people how they should live their life. Okay? So I might suggest something, but if you don't listen to me, that's not on me, man. That's on you. I don't care. But I was about to basically get fired for not telling people, hey, put a mask on. Because it's like I had to force them to put a mask on in order to come into it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So, quit my job too early. I'm now waiting on the crypto moon. Although, we're almost there. Almost there. I don't believe in latching on to the government system too much. So I didn't file for unemployment. I didn't file for anything, food stamps. I have too much pride for that, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because I could use the help. But this entire project, ProductivePlace is the accountability system to get my ass going. It's the information hub to share my thoughts, to share my things that I see that are awesome and cool. And news. I love following news. And then it's also a documentation journey. Shout outs to Gary Vaynerchuk. Document, don't create. And this is something I've been struggling with. But time is running out. The Great Reset is almost here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when the whole world resets? And things are more competitive. And the world's in chaos. And the technology outbeats you. Now you're just this worthless bag of meat compared to a non-stop, relentless robot. Robots, like people like me, end up programming to replace people like you. It's a vicious world. So, I don't know. I just want to inspire other people to get involved into what's happening in the future. This cryptocurrency, That's understanding tech, understanding the marketplace of remote jobs, getting healthier because things are gonna get crazy, and you're gonna need that energy, you're gonna need that health, that vitality. And then another crazy one is on things like philosophy. I love philosophy. I love psychology. I love understanding the mysteries of the universe. So we're going to talk a lot about that too here. We're a different type of self-development group. We're a bunch of people just trying to figure out how are we going to survive this next thing. So I welcome all of you guys to join our Telegram group. The link is down below, and that'll be the alerts, but then you can go ahead and you can just click into there, and that'll go into the community communication group. Or you can join us on our website at productiveplace.com/forum. Or you can do /dashboard too, whatever. /community. All those should have the sign up button, the login button. Website dedicated has a forum is what we want. You could post your own blog posts, although we are a little bit restrictive, as in if it doesn't meet the categories, then we might not approve it, because we just don't want random spam or garbage posted to it. But other than that, if you want to share ideas with the community, you go, hey, I saw this really cool article, let's talk about it. Like, heck yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, and if you have questions about the robots, man, I know a thing or two about the robots. So come join ProductivePlace.com, Telegram group, whatever, Peace.
Oh, right. So that is that. Let me go ahead. Go. Oh, there we go. My bad. So yeah, this is the whole thing. Want to build more captivating things. So I forgot I have to have the phone on to hit the button. It's crazy. As I said, the robots. I hit a button here, and here I'll just show this here. See, pretty cool. The goals though. We have some goals. Last time it says make another episode. I had episode 0 as a demo. I published it because I was just testing things out, and yeah. So this is now this is making another one. Even though I don't like the other one, it was more or less a test to show the team. Hey, like this is the idea that I want to set up. This is what I need to get done for the things. What I say, not in that one. And the cool thoughts here. When we were talking about the Trello and the Zooms, get it incorporated, have everybody, because it's gonna be nice. And then just trying to figure out how to make this whole workflow is a lot smoother and overcome my laziness into content generation. So it's all going to be these robots and this automation. It's a crazy world, man. Next up, we've got some of the crypto prices that we gotta go check out. The crypto market is going crazy. Yeah, so let's take a look at that. Bitcoin is at $18,541. Ethereum is at $590. XRP is almost touching that 50, baby. 4.8, 48 cents. Tether, 99. Chainlink, 14.9. Litecoin 87.6. But main thing I want to focus with is XRP. That's my main guy that I'm actually involved into. But also Ethereum is very big. And then of course you got the OG, you got Bitcoin. Here's my philosophy. My philosophy is first to market Bitcoin, first to innovate Ethereum. At the current moment, my thought is XRP is best to market, uh, only if certain things play out. But we'll get to that on this journey here. So let's get. All right, I can't hold it that one is to open it up. There we go. I'm trying to remember all my buttons on my phone. I just got the volume up, the volume down. Technically, I have a couple other ones, but ain't really worth showing at the moment. So let's take a look at the next stuff. I think we're gonna go over the news. Oh, before we do, I do have some XRP thoughts. So let's go over this. So I did take this about 4 or 5 hours ago, roughly. So we did see that we did get a breakthrough up onto the upside. Now we're going to be testing the 50 mark. But this here was on the 5-minute view about 4 or 5 hours ago. And then let's see. Here we're looking at it from a 4-hour perspective. And essentially we were bouncing between this resistance line or the support line here, whatever you want to call it right now. And that was my major one that I had set up here. And before, we just smashed right through all of this. We're now going to start smashing through some other ones. So if we take a look at the monthly perspective, now I can see it's a little more chaotic at my chart, and I do apologize, but I do like everything that I have here because it makes it easy for me to quickly glance and go, oh, right, okay, that's what things are going. So as you can see, we smashed through all the resistance there. We now passed the 45, but now we're going to end up going to the 65 and then the 86 before we end up seeing some other stuff happen. Then we're just looking at the RSI. This one's all in the monthly. So this one is the RSI. We're starting to move up, but so a good way to remember this is easy thing is that if it's heading towards 70, it usually wants to naturally go down to 30. If it goes to 30, it wants to naturally go to 70. Stay within these two lines. But then if crazy stuff starts happening, you might have it go over past here or go over up here. So it's a nice indicator, and then you tell you over here if it's underbought or oversold, if I remember correctly. It's just a nice little thing there, and then the volumes, where we headed, like the volume, more buyers, more sellers, But yeah, that's my quick thing, and I think I had a last one in here too. Yeah, this one was the convoluted smashed up from my phone because I just wanted to show all of it in one because I didn't want it to be this way. I wanted it to be this way. I can't think of my things at the moment. I apologize. But yeah, that's my quick XRP thoughts of the day. Now let's get to the news. So the first piece of the news is we got Bitcoin price dips below 18,000. Dang. Of course. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So, Bitcoin, I already mentioned that, but wait for my highlights. There we go. So basically, Bitcoin has lost the 18,000 support level. Several whale clusters below suggest that the dip will get aggressively bought up. On November 22nd is basically when that drop happened, and Bitcoin is continuously seeing high over-the-counter and institutional volume throughout November. Data suggests that institutional demand was likely one of the main catalysts for Bitcoin to rise up to the rally of $18,965. The main reason is a lot is just to do with institutions. So one of them would be Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. They increased their how much they were buying significantly during their fourth quarter. But they're not the only ones that were in here. We also had the because they're saying this is all led by institutions. Dan Taprio, the co-founder of 10T Holdings, said, "Big boys will buy dips now." Yeah, so yeah, they're here. Third wave to dwarf the 20 will be. I don't remember why I highlighted that. You shouldn't highlight things when you're tired. You shouldn't present when you're tired. That's what I'm doing. Because it's like, I don't have the energy. I'm trying to. But hey, we're trying to get everything. Sorry for the tangent. But Bitcoin is now an institutional asset, period. The good thing is most institutions aren't in yet, and it is why 2021 will be a good or better than 2020. They have a chart here. Basically, they say that the main price levels of support are going to be the 16,000 and the 15,000 here. So, should Bitcoin do some crazy movements, they're not going to hit too far below anytime soon. At least that's what these people are talking about. Now this one only mentioned, I think, Grayscale for institutions, but I think I have another one for here. Well, let's go over this one first. London-based think tank says Ripple's XRP remittance platform can minimize intermediaries and boost international payments. Ripple's XRP remittance program or platform has the potential to streamline and boost the speed of international payments, according to a new report from London-based financial think tank. The official Monetary and Financial Institutions Forum highlights Ripple's efforts to position itself to an alternative to financial messaging service called SWIFT. They basically want to call it the blockchain in banking. SWIFT, if you aren't aware, magical old ancient technology of banking. Yeah, we gotta update that. Everything's gotta update. It's like Windows 95 or XP. It's old, man. Even Microsoft ain't supporting that shit no more. Like, come on. So by consolidating liquidity to the service, the international payments for many disjointed international nostril accounts into one XRP pool, respondent banks allocate less than total liquidity to service the same volume of global payments. The bank only has to hold the domestic currency to maintain one account with XRP, with only enough XRP to service its largest expected payment obligation. The process minimizes the number of intermediaries, blah blah blah, and their markup on spreads. Ripple. The report says Ripple's crypto-based solution could further benefit banks by allowing them to avoid exchange rate and processing fees. Ripple released its XRP centered cross-border settlement platform known as On-Demand Liquidity, or ODL, back in October 2018. The platform is now designed to allow financial institutions to rely on Ripple to convert their fiat currency to XRP and send that digital asset to another country where it can then be converted back into fiat. Mouthful. So this here basically is saying they're gonna get rid of the trying to get rid of the nostril accounts and unlock those. The nostril accounts is this whole thing in the banking system where they basically say, hey, your bank here and my bank here want to send money over here, but or like, well, I want to send money to your bank there, right? But your bank's in a different country or whatever. So my bank needs to go, hey, just take it out of my account over there for now. For now. Then later on, they have to go ahead and fly the money over and then put it in. Like, we live in the digital instant age of the consumers where we get to go, hey, I'm sending this money on PayPal, Cash App, whatever, Venmo. Send that there. Psh, you got it. Easy. Oh, hey, I'm making a transfer from my bank account to my other app. Oh, psh, easy. There, right? No locks for the consumer. But not on the bank end. On the bank end, they gotta go and fly the money. They actually have to fly the money. And then, how much is oil? Like, how much is it gonna take to fly that money over? So this is not cheap. It's not cheap for this, and so essentially they want to replace it all. So, and then Ripple also has a big partner, MoneyGram, and they opened up recently a corridor in Mexico. So 10% of its volume for MoneyGram is going through Mexico and through the XRP ledger, the on-demand liquidity solution. SBI Holdings, the Japan-based financial services company, recently announced that it will test XRP in the 6.6 trillion foreign exchange market. Ooh, how much is going to go through there? Like, how much money is going to go through there? Right? 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 All right, next one. Ripple partner Zalgo, I don't know how to pronounce that, is utilizing XRP to move money across Africa. Ripple's partner Zalgo receiving substantial investment to expand its services across African markets for the cryptocurrencies sector. They have 25 global exchanges on the discussion point about accepting the integration to open us up to South Africa. We are working with the authorities on the regulation around the space, and we are working with a couple retail spaces to join the functionality down to the point of sale. The payment speed is essential, and if you had to take it, for example, Bitcoin takes like 12 minutes on average to clear, and on the Ethereum it might take up to 3 minutes, and with XRP it could take up to 3 seconds. So Africa is a big place for the New World Order people and the the oligarchs and the technocrats. They all want to go and colonize Africa because it's a third world continent, and because of that, the people there are too helpless to get to the first world on their own, and so they gotta bring it to them. Everybody wants to go to Africa now, so Africa is the guinea pig and testing grounds, because if they get all of their tech infrastructure set up, they're gonna be probably far advanced than maybe America. Like, if they play their cards right. If they play their cards right. But then here's the problem. It's gonna be owned by America. So I mean, are they really even better then? No. Because they lost their freedom. That's the unfortunate part of this, huh? XRP utility fork. Okay, now this is Spark. If you guys don't know about Spark, you gotta get to know about Spark. If you're gonna hold XRP, this is not financial advice. This is not a financial advice channel. It's just information. But I'm gonna say I have a lot of pride and love for this thing, even though I know it has a lot of hate. It's okay. But this year is going to be a way to get free money. Free money. Everybody loves free money, right? So the XRP utility fork is coming, and it's going to be the highly anticipated Flare airdrop. Flare's airdrop is on the way, giving XRP investors a few more weeks to prepare. Um, Basically, if you hold a 1-to-1 ratio, you'll get one XRP equals one spark. And this you have to have it in your wallet, and you have to set it up to make sure that you can claim it. You have to do all of this setup before December 12th, because December 12th they take a picture of the ledger and they go, all right, this guy's got this much, this guy's got this much. Okay, he gets this much and he gets this much. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. I pretty much got that covered. Simple, right? Go get you some spark. Go get you some flare, man. Flare. Flare. Oh, it's like the office space. You like my flares? Yeah. Sorry. Next piece of news. Oh, I held that too long. Next piece of news, though. Digital poker sites say 95% of players demand payouts in Bitcoin. Ooh, wouldn't you like that? I would like this. I was actually going to have this. This was in my uh, uh, episode 0 demo video, but I had to go use the bathroom and I just ended it there. And I just didn't make the cut. So, but this is pretty cool. Essentially, people think that Robinhood traders might be a speculative guess as to why maybe the crypto rallies happen, but it's not. It's the institutions. But a nice, cool thing to say is that the online gambling world, they are looking more at the cryptocurrency, and they often prefer it to cash out in Bitcoin instead of USD. Sorry about shaking the camera. While a percentage of customers are dealing in crypto was roughly 60% last year, percentage has grown over 90%, forcing poker companies to work out pricey over-the-counter deals with brokers. Phil Nagy, the CEO of Winning Poker's Network, told Bloomberg that his company is buying millions of dollars worth of crypto per day. Right now, 90 to 95% of our payouts are people asking for Bitcoin because it's only going up. We are constantly having to go out and buy Bitcoin, lots and lots, more than we ever had before. The lion's share of the site's customers are Americans, even though online poker is illegal in most states. That's pretty crazy. Although they're probably using a VPN. This one's probably important here. Digital asset enthusiasts may also be hoping to avoid taxes by using the sites, said Aaron Brown, a crypto investor and writer for Bloomberg Opinion. At Costa Rica-based Winning Poker Network, players file their own winnings and losses. We don't regulate that, Nagy said. And about 60% of the business customers are from the US, he said. And there is a perception that Bitcoin may be harder for the US authorities to track than other funds. That's not true. That's not true. The IRS is like gonna get on people's ass. They're gonna get on your ass, man. Like they're trying right now to go after Monero. They already got Bitcoin. Some people think that Bitcoin was a CIA job. So if it is true, well then they already in. So yeah, it's just pretty much that's pretty cool that people want to get Bitcoin from their gambling. It's an easy way for tax invasion, right? I think. Not that I would know. Remember, we're talking about the institutions, though. Let's talk about the real sharks at the table, at the poker table, man. And PayPal, my baby PayPal. For the longest time, they canceled me out. They said, well, not they canceled me. They said, we do not want to participate in crypto. And I said, oh. Now here's the kicker too. I know I learned of Bitcoin when it was around $30. I was selling RuneScape Gold in accounts, and I had a PayPal account. But I'm like, I don't remember, like 15, 16, 17, somewhere around there, right? And I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm making this money online, making a decent amount of money online, and where am I going to go spend that money? Well, I want to go spend it on PayPal because I got the debit card, so I could go and spend it in real life, or if I want to go online shopping, I can go do that, right? So when at one point Bitcoin started entering into the trading markets, and they were like, "Well, do you want to sell your video game gold for Bitcoin?" I'm like, "No, no, it's like $30 for one coin, and no, I want a full dollar, not like 0.0001. No, that's the mistake. It's a paradigm shift now. Now that I understand, it's like, well, here we go. So, PayPal bought 70% of all new mined Bitcoin last month as demand rockets. PayPal bought 70% of all the newly mined Bitcoin since payments. I forgot my thing is a touchscreen instead of dealing with a mouse because it's jittery. They bought 70% of all nearly mined Bitcoin since 4 weeks ago, pretty much. So a hedge fund manager at Pantera Capital basically says that Square's Cash App and the two companies are buying. Oh, with Square's Cash App, the two companies are buying more than 100% of all newly issued Virgin Bitcoin. So every single new one is going to an institution. Ooh, dude, this is gonna get scarce soon. It's gonna get scarce. Scarce. PayPal is already buying almost 70% of the new supply of Bitcoin. Scarce. PayPal announced that in late October that its customers are running in excess of 300 million active users. PayPal bringing crypto to the masses. Now here's the problem though with PayPal. Here's the problem. Yes, they're giving it to you, but you get to invest into it. You don't get to have it. At least as far as I know, you don't get to have it. Meaning you don't have your keys. They don't let you send it in and out. They just want it like if you're a merchant and you want to support the payment option for crypto on your web store, customer goes ahead, pays with crypto, but then on PayPal side, they're going to convert it into fiat and then throw that into your thing. So if a customer pays in crypto, you do not get the crypto. It's unfortunate. Maybe later down the road, once they got their greedy bunch, then maybe that will happen. But essentially, Cash App, PayPal, over 21 or about 21 firms, including MicroStrategies, Galaxy Digital Holdings, has a combined total of 14.42 billion. That's a lot. Man, they got 4%. 4% of the circulating supply. I don't even, man. I don't even. Next up, though, because this is just like, yeah. Well, here's why Congress may be forced to consider a nationwide marijuana legalization. Yeah. Is that actually going to happen? No, I see. I didn't even get that much in here to skim because it's like basically it just says that we have some public opinion polls and 65% of people say yeah, but does that mean that because the majority of the public wants it, does it mean that they're gonna have it? No, but it is a nice additional a compelling argument. One thing here, cannabis activists hope that Democrats, who already have the majority in the House of Representatives, can snatch the two Senate seats needed in Georgia, allowing them to enter the next legislative session with all of the power on the Capitol Hill. I don't know what's going on with Georgia and stuff. They're doing all that like flippity flip flop stuff. Yeah. um, don't expect Congress, a political mangerage with a measly 18% approval rating, to get to work on a federal marijuana legalization simply because the American people told Gallup that they wanted legal weed. So it was a pointless but funny article, you know? Gotta be sad for the PayPals, but you gotta be happy for your marijuanas. PayPal don't want you to have the cryptos, but marijuanas want you to have the marijuanas. It's just a fact, you know? So our next piece is actually one of our main talking points. I'm glad we are getting closer to what I want. So we talked about the Great Reset a little bit, and it's no conspiracy theory. Uh, I'm getting so much happier that I'm hearing more and more people talk about it. It's pretty awesome. Like one guy that I really like as a political commentator is Tim Pool, and I'm glad he finally is like talking about it because it's an interesting thing and it's not a conspiracy theory. But what's funny is here, New York Times publishes an article dismissing it as a conspiracy theory, but it's not because here's the thing. As it turns out, the Great Reset is actually an initiative that was started by the World Economic Forum, and that it is designed to get global stakeholders to cooperate in a managing. I need some weed, right? Managing the direct consequences of the COVID-19 crisis. By the way, if you like my self humors and stuff, go ahead and hit that like or write screw you in the comments if you don't like it. That's okay. You don't hurt my feelings. I hold XRP. You can't hurt my feelings. I've already heard it. But according to the World Economic Forum, though, here's a unique opportunity because of the whole crazy cruises, you know? That stuff. And we enter a unique opportunity to shape the recovery. This initiative will offer insights to help inform all those determining the future, national economy. Here's the point. I don't really want to feel like reading all of this. World Economic Forum created this whole thing called the Great Reset, and it's a way to reset the banking infrastructure as well as set it up for global policy making. So, kind of like the UN, but way bigger, but for everybody. And not just everybody in like just policies, but there's a digital economy that goes to it because we're gonna have these AI, this robots that I keep saying, these robots. We got the 5G, which while conspiracy stuff is fun, the real thing about the 5G is that it's gonna give everybody fast internet and great connection. What kind of power can you have with that? Well, you can have so many more devices connected to the internet and then having things send data back and forth. Because right now, off these other networks, it's slow just because of the bandwidth. So think of the self-driving cars, they're setting those stuff up where, and then also just like travel. And because of COVID, they want to make sure that you got your identification for that vaccine. It's going to be a crazy world when stuff happens. And, you know, it makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder. I could have been talking over here in this way. It really makes you wonder, though. Like, the Great Reset is more than just a reset for the banking. It's going to be a reset for everybody. For not like say crazy stuff, but like you should make it so that, hey, the world has been crazy. What can I do to start making things better? Because I can't rely on the government. I can't rely on my job, maybe because maybe my job might not be in business. Like, what's that gonna look like? We're gonna have to figure out what's going to be important to us. And ProductivePlace here is my presentation of what I like. I like learning. I like making things. I like digesting the news. I digest the news too much, so now I had to build a workflow automation around that, so so that at least I have something to try to make my own before someone else tries to take it away from me. Um, there's some crazy stuff that's gonna be. I don't know. So we're gonna take a look at the next thing here, just to kind of support what's going on. John Williams warns about hyperinflationary Great Depression coming. Economist John Williams says, don't think the happy news on COVID-19 vaccines is going to get the economy back to normal anytime soon. His point is basically saying that COVID-19 vaccines are not going to make the economy go up. I mean, it might, but the thing is, his thing is, the whole thing's going to still go down. It doesn't really matter. At least not soon, because of what has happened to the economy and the severe and structural damage. We have a lot of companies go out of business, and in particular small companies. A lot of people have suffered, and we are going to have a lot more going ahead. Because they have been so much damage done to the economy, Williams says that there will have to be stimulus no matter who eventually makes it to the White House. They're going to get ready for universal basic income that is coming. When? I don't know. Estimation probably mid to late 2021 is my estimation. But they're going to be bringing in universal basic income soon. So that's pretty much yeah. Um, so what else can we do? We need to be able to start cultivating our creativity. We need to start figuring out how are we going to develop the world that we want to live in. Build your own reality. Build your own life. Build your own happiness. Build your own success. Um, and this all comes down to the cultivating of the creativity, your inspiration, your aspirations, your ambitions. So, with the stress of COVID, the fight or flight system easily gets activated, narrowing your thinking even more. And the world's just saying, hey, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing. Not helping. Creative pursuits, however, can boost your psychological and emotional health, impacts your physical health as well. So, is it possible to cultivate creativity? Right. Noticing and observing. Start small. So this is one idea. Just observe everything that's going on with you. Notice who and what gives you energy, and the specific people or groups who consistently catalyze your creative sparks. Or are there specific people or groups who consistently catalyze your creative sparks? Don't hesitate to give yourself time alone if that stimulates your creative juices. If others elevate your energy and the help of the flow or ideas flow, make sure to make sure these meetups happen. If people give you good vibes and give you good inspirations, hang with them. Not just vibes, but inspirations and you know, it's nice. To have some muses, some mentors, and mnemonics. Um, So basically, having a muse is somebody who says, "Hey, you're coming with me," and you let them kind of be your guinea pig, kind of mentor. Obviously, get someone to help you get on the ropes, and then mnemonics, stupid thing about here's create, clarify, replicate, elaborate, associate, translate, evaluate. If that helps you, go for it. It doesn't help me, so I bash it, but I don't mean to bash it because I know other people have different learning types. So if it does help you, go for it. Accessible technique for generating new ideas is to employ surprisingly simple and random words and ask how does it relate to your challenge. I do this one, but I kind of just do it in what's known as a word map, and we may have a video for that later on because I think word maps are important, but they're a good way to brainstorm your ideas and get new ideas out by just doing connection or correlation of ideas. Um, Envisioning your creative future. Um, there is a vitality, a life force, and energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action because there is only one of you in all of time. This expression is unique, and if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium, and it will be lost. The world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good, nor how valuable, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly to keep the channel open. Wow. Creativity is a learnable skill. This mindset can be transformative. Start small, enlist mentors, practice, fail forward, experiment with established techniques, and create your own. It is all within your zone of control. Choose to support your well being with creativity and let benefits flow. And while you're at it, give yourself permission to stretch those times when ideas are flowing. So when many are swimming in stress, this is not a luxury, it's essential and it's a gift that you can give to yourself. Nice. Next piece. Why you should focus on the process and not the win. Now I like this guy. This guy coming up, Tom Bilyeu. Impact Theory. He is a legend. I like this guy. Tom Bilyeu built a success food manufacturing business. He quickly grew it after that, he quickly grew a media platform called Impact Theory, which is most relatable to entrepreneurs. And as he said to himself, he woke up rich, and he also realized that he still had the same problems as the day before. So it's not that the money brings problems. It's not the money doesn't solve your problems. You have the same problems as you did, whether you were rich or whether you're poor. You still gotta figure that out. So that's what his channel is kind of helping out, giving out different perspectives and ways to integrate different ideas into your life. Where he interviews other people. Eventually, I would love for us to do interviews, but I think right now this is gonna be the simplest of me just sending you guys the news and my thoughts. But you are more likely to force something. So this is on the why you should be focusing on the process. So if you're rushing, you might force something. Master athlete Lilliard Hammond put it best. Part of the way you're able to make the right moves is by not trying to make the moves, but to let the moves happen. Perfect example is someone with writer's block. Don't worry about the writer's block, just keep on writing, and eventually the words will flow. So maybe the words the first, I don't know, few minutes are gonna be like really crappy. And you're like, I don't know what the hell this is, blah 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 blah, and then eventually it just goes, it starts flowing. Flow state. This is the easiest way to access flow state, by the way. Rushing to the end not only puts your success into jeopardy, but it numbs your enjoyment of the process. You gotta love what you do, man. You gotta love the process. If you don't love the process, then you're not in the right thing. Because there's gonna be good days and bad days, and so you can never expect that you're always gonna have a good day. So you gotta love the process. In reality, there is no checklist, no gold medal as your life goes on. Process is all you really got. You are going to shortchange whom you serve. So, and then you got to create. You aren't going to create efficient systems. Many startups fail to grow, and really entrepreneurs fail to grow because they don't build in systems to handle the growth. You won't take the time to think about how you're doing it and strategically. 50% new intellectually. Oh, wait, hold on. Jim Collins examined his habits for a year, not decades, and he found that this is his most effective productivity formula. So you spend 50% on newly intelligently creative work, you spend 30% of your time teaching or sharing knowledge, and you spend another 20% of your time on necessary tasks. Oh, easy. I'm not on that yet, but I gotta get on that. And then, if you're in a rush, what nuances might you be missing if you are in a rush? So, there's that. And then 5 ways to build capacity for continuous personal growth. So this is design your environment, study your biases, practice asceticism, design your consequences, and log your thoughts and emotions. So, design your environment, self-explanatory. You need to have a good environment in order to do whatever. So if you're not in a good environment, you need to make it a good environment. You can't just expect that you're going to be able to work in chaos and it's going to be fun. And I know there's a lot of people that think they can do that. No, it doesn't work that way. Like for me, I have to like legit figure out how do I get myself situated so that I can get to where I need to be. Study your biases. This one's the harder one. This is the self-awareness. I want to talk a lot more on this because a lot of people don't have the full self-awareness aspect. Personally speaking, my sister suffers through her own demons, and I wish I could help her, but I can't because she hasn't put in that kind of self-awareness work. And this comes into it. If you're struggling, this one might be a really good one. Maybe not so much on the biases, but like more on that self-awareness, understanding why did something happen, what like not so much of why something happened, but like why did you decide to do that thing? Why did it make you feel that way, etc. So, but the truth is that we are all deeply biased, and we have our blind spots that prevent us from preventing us from seeing our own thinking errors. Very true. If you want to overcome self-limiting biases, the first and foremost step is to familiarize yourself with the confirmation bias, the bandwagon effect, and the fundamental attribution. And then practice asceticism is we develop dependencies that would be compared to our addictions. As weird as it may seem, gotta stop with that super scroll. I'm like trying to rush. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end on this one because I just don't really feel like talking about it, and it's my video. Let's talk about this one. This one is pretty decent. 5 outdated productivity tips to ditch if you want to be successful. Speeding up to get more done. So if you're speeding things up and you're going too fast, you might overlook certain things. Book in every day in your moment of your life. It's just too hard to do that. You spend too much time doing that. Embracing productivity as a productivity method as the ultimate one. There's no one size fits all, and times change, situations change. So sometimes you might have to change to a different productivity tactic. So you can't just praise just one. Working over email. I'm not 100% certain if email is necessarily great. Like they're saying that the person who chooses work over email is bad. I kind of think just doing the work over the email, because why the extra stuff? If I need to hit you up, I'll hit you up. But there's things like Slack and Basecamp and tools, other tools that you could look into. And then being high performance at all costs. Basically, if you just keep on going through the mill and trying to be the best of the best, you're gonna wear yourself out and get overburned or burnt out. And that one I know from experience. I've dealt with a thing or two of a burnt out, and it's been sad. So, last and finally, we're getting to our very end here. Thank you so much for watching and checking us out. Please go ahead and visit our website at ProductivePlace.com, or our Instagram. Follow us at ProductivePlace. Twitter at ProductivePlace, but with the 1 at the end, no E, because apparently someone else had that and it was sad. We'll probably have to try to figure out a way to buy it off that guy. Facebook.com/ProductivePlace, and Telegram is t.me/ProductivePlace. Really, please, I hope you guys enjoy. Smash a like button. But we're not on the road yet. First, let me go over a sponsor, and then I have a couple more things to just go over. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for our sponsor, which is organic mushroom coffee with lion's mane and chaga mushrooms. So let me just play that intro or that ad for you. Here we go.
I want to say thank you to our sponsor today, which is Sigmatic organic coffee with lion's mane and chaga mushrooms. Now, this is not your typical instant coffee. It's a natural nootropic, which means it's really good for your brain. And they bring everyday magic to everybody all around. It's perfect for all diets, vegan and keto friendly. Does not have a shroomy taste. It's better than a regular cup of joe. Only 50 milligrams of caffeine for that focus, energy, and no crash. How about that? So let's go ahead and take a look at the lion's mane mushroom. It's a beautiful mushroom. It's a natural nootropic that helps support with focus, concentration, and productivity. It even helps with memory, and there's been studies linked to say that it helps people with Alzheimer's. That's pretty freaking awesome. This is, guys, you have to check this out. You have to go ahead and try this. Now, the next one is also the chaga mushroom, the king of mushroom. Powerful antioxidant properties, helps support the immune system, fight inflammation, contains beta-glucans, helps the immune system, activating the complement system. It's pretty cool. Now, you can go ahead and look at the nutrition facts here. It's relatively super nice. Look at that. Healthy, vegan, organic. Heck yeah. And if you like this product, you want to go ahead and try it, please go ahead and click the description down below, or go ahead and scan that QR code. Do what you got to do. Go on Amazon, get this thing. You're not going to regret it, trust me. I personally have had this and I love it. It's one of my favorite coffees and nootropics to go with. Lion's mane, hands down, awesome. They also have other ones, so go check it out. The Rishishi is, if I pronounce that right, it's great for sleep and relaxation. So yeah, check it out. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Go ahead, click that link, scan that QR code. What are you waiting for? Go for it. Do it. I'm gonna enjoy this nice little cup of joe of mushrooms. Heck yeah. Mushrooms gonna save the world.
And the last thing that I want to leave you guys with is, how can we live a truly meaningful life given that they come to an end? And this is on our Instagram page, and we left this particular copy that says, how do we live a meaningful life knowing that it's going to end? This is an important reminder to move towards fulfillment in your life. Life isn't easy, and like Angel said in his last post, I too am stubborn. For me, fulfillment is the process of working on the things I care about. To live without regrets is a great way to live at times, as life is short. ProductivePlace doesn't have the answers or claims to have all the solutions to life, but as two friends are trying to build a meaningful life instead. What brings fulfillment to your life? Tell me. Leave a comment down below, and again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Man, I love this phone though. Like, I thought it was good. If you thought this phone control thing was pretty dope, like I did in this whole setup, like, let me know. But I hit the stop button now.